Today is the 2nd of March 2020. Will Berlinghoff is the voice of cosmic awareness and Callista is energizer and questioner. Awareness, do you have a public message for us, please?
That this awareness does have a public message. It has to do with these interesting times that you find yourselves in. These interesting and historical times. For much is occurring at this time that is of the greatest significance. Of course, that which is the coronavirus, or COVID-19 as the media calls it, is occurring on the planet at this time, and there is much fear around this, much fear that is being pushed upon humanity. For such is the nature of this event, that for most it appears beyond their control, and that it is of the most dire consequence, this virus. And yet, if you look at the evidence that is there, the actual transmission of this virus and its impact is rather small in comparison to that which you call the seasonal flu. That thousands upon thousands die of the seasonal flu every year, far more than have yet died from the coronavirus. And yet this is barely mentioned, and all attention is being focused on this epidemic, this pandemic as they are about to label it. But is it real? This is the curiosity of this event, that on one level it is entirely real. This awareness is not denying its reality or its impact upon humanity, but it is an event that is being pushed for ulterior motives, or at least for motives that serve a certain group. This awareness is not so much worried about that at this time, for its message is not about who has released the virus, what the virus really is. Although this awareness may say at least this, that it is not what they are telling you it is. It has not come into being in that random way, that way where it is coming through animals. That is all manufactured, for it is part of an intent to create such fear, even terror, around this epidemic virus, that most lose sight of the fact that there is more here than meets the eye. That which this awareness would say to each and every one of you is that you are all at a place of choice in how you will respond. That on the surface it may be presented, it is being presented, as this is something out of your control, and that you should be afraid. The media, the news services tell you this every single day when they focus you on the impact and how many are being affected. Again, as said earlier, at levels much lower than that which is the traditional seasonal flu that happens around the world, that kills thousands upon thousands every year. But the choice here is whether you buy into the fear porn that is being put out, or if you are to listen to common sense, even if you are one who is questioning all, there is still that element of fear, because this is a great unknown. But is it really? In terms of the choice that you have, you can indeed buy into and tie into the fear porn that is being put out. This is that which takes power away from you if you make such choice. For you are buying into that reality others are promoting and are saying it is true. And this is the most dire of events, and it could kill me. Most do not quite take it to that personal level yet. And yet that fear that is being promoted does give many that doubt of mind. That the other choice is that you choose not to submit to the fear, that you stay level-headed, and that you practice that which this awareness calls sacred neutrality, that you take in the information without making a decision yet. You simply observe what is actually happening. Remember that your mainstream media are false news sources, and they have a vested interest in creating the fear porn, in taking the power away from the masses to see through this, to make a personal choice. This awareness is even challenging each and every one of you to maintain that balance, that level-headedness, that sacred neutrality, while at the same time energizing that which is a more positive way of looking at this event. That there is indeed a virus that is going around. That there is indeed things that you can do about it, even without a vaccination. That you are a creator being. This meaning that you have the capacity and power within you to create your own life, based not on that which others are pumping at you energetically, but based rather on what you sense and feel within yourself, the questions you might have. That secondary result that those ones who are promoting this have is for you not to discover your own power and capacity as a creator being in creating the life and the life experiences that you need. This is part of a greater programming, a deep state programming that has been underway for hundreds, even thousands of years, of taking away from humanity any understanding that as creator beings, as reflection of the divine and spirit, that you have within you the power to create exactly the reality you believe in. They understand that if they can make you believe in lies and deceptions, including mass epidemic, pandemic viruses, and that you have no power over this, then it is more than likely that you will experience it in some degree, in some way, shape, or form. They do not wish you to wake up to the truth that you are a powerful being of source and spirit, and that in that which you believe, you can indeed have the experience of the belief, and that as long as you're controlled and manipulated and kept asleep, that those in power who are desperate at this time to regain their position that they had a few years ago, a position that has slipped considerably, a position that they do not any longer fully maintain, that these ones with this hidden agenda, with the motives of regaining power and strength, will lie to you, and their servants, that being the mainstream media, will propel this lie forward, will launch it upon the public, will maintain the lie as the truth. And many will believe it to be so, and many will be going through fear and are going through fear of this unseen virus that can lay low so many, but can it? Returning to this theme that you are a creator being, it is indeed difficult to believe such a thing when it appears that which is the reality you are experiencing is beyond your control. This is certainly that which those who have had power, who are trying to regain power, wish you to believe. For it is only when you are asleep, dumbed down, ignorant of the truth, and not questioning anything at all, but accepting it totally and completely as the truth, thus the reality of experience, that this applies, that this state of being that is now shifting, changing, because of the shift in consciousness that is underway in humanity itself, is bringing you, the individual, to a point of reflection, to a point of question, to a point of doubt. Doubt both ways. Doubt that it could be so that this virus is a nothing burger, that this virus does not have the capacity to strike millions, even billions down, even though the false media is trying to promote this as so. And the doubt that it is not what it seems is that which can lead you to the questions of the event and of the circumstances of this time. This awareness challenges one and all to take a moment to reflect, to discern, to go within, to feel from within that which is your personal truth. And if it is so that there are questions, ask the questions. Ask them of yourself. Ask them of politicians. Ask them of friends and family. Engage in discussion. Look deeper. Stay in that place of neutrality, sacred neutrality, as you ask these questions. And observe what goes down. Observe what is happening. While this awareness can most definitely say, seen from the perspective of this awareness, outside of the framework of beliefs that you live in, outside of the programming that has been done to you, this awareness sees that this situation and event will not prove to be the killer, the beast and monster that those with vested interest are promoting. But it is still for each and every one of you now to deal with the situation, to put yourself in the center of your own circle of being, and not to be drawn out to the perimeter and beyond, not to have your feet taken out underneath you because you are on unsure footing. That is why this awareness said these are certainly interesting and historical times at the beginning of this message. And it will end on that theme as well. And that you, as a participant in these interesting and historical times, have the right to choose other than what you are told to believe in. You have the right to go within and ask from that core of your being, is there truth in what this awareness is saying? Am I a creator being? Can I make a different choice of reaction to that which is being promoted by those with vested interest? And is it time for me to awaken? That this awareness sends its love to you all, its light to you all, its blessings to you all. And remember that there is this energy of the light within you that shines brightly, Let it illuminate the darkness of these times for your own personal growth and development, for your own safety and your own health and well-being. And it will be so.